In this video, I'm going to explain to you exactly what you should sell if you want to be an entrepreneur, and it's community. So if you've been wondering, what should I sell? What business can I start? If, for example, right now you're anywhere from like making $0 in business, which is the overwhelming majority of people, even though they've wanted to make money online for years, or even anywhere below, like let's say 10K a month, and so you're not very stable in like whatever random business or career that you've been thinking about, and you've got dreams to get rich in your 20s. That's exactly what I did. I always knew I was going to be like a YouTuber when I was growing up. I used to post Minecraft videos. In fact, you can actually go and find my old videos if you want. You can go to YouTube and search Da Gaming People and have a look at this. 12 years ago. These were my videos. 13 years ago, 12 years ago. So I used to just post these random videos, just for fun, just because I enjoyed the process of making them. And my brother used to make some videos, so I kind of just like copied him and I learned how to do it. Okay, you download this software, then you edit them like this, whatever. And right about here, after posting consistently for about a year and I was posting daily, I got partnered with this company called TGN. I think I actually had it in, TGN, the gaming network or whatever it was, right? It was like some random company. It was weird basically, but like I partnered up with them and I started making money from this. So I started getting payments like every month. Not much, $30, $40, $50. But when you're a kid who's playing Minecraft and you can now buy stuff because of it, it's like, bro, it's sweet, right? It was so sweet getting paid for that. So then it gets up right to around here. I wonder if I can find the exact video for you. It gets up right to around here when I make like an update video and say like, oh yeah, like the summer's ended, college is starting, and I can't really make like as many videos anymore, and I'm gonna have to like focus, whatever. And I kind of like just disappeared from gaming and from, oh yeah, this one here. College starting soon, no more daily uploads. It's like a sad video of me saying like,
Hey, how's it going, guys? It's Mitch PvP. In this video, it's just kind of like an update video, which I've just got to tell you guys that it's been a great summer holidays, and I've been able to do one video every single day for like 2 months or so. Like, not from now, from like a few days ago, I had it done, and it was really great doing that. But now, since college is starting in like 2 days, it means that I can't do that anymore. I don't know exactly like much I'm going to be able to post videos, but it's definitely not going to be like one a day because like I don't even know what college is going to be right now, so I don't know if it's going to be.
but basically from this point 11 years ago in 2013, I knew that I'd be making YouTube videos. I start making $30 a month, 40, $50 a month. I go through college. I start thinking more about girls. College in the UK is like the last years of high school for most other people. And then I go to university. And in that time, I'm not playing games. I'm not thinking really much about YouTube that much. But every now and then it would pop up into my mind that, I should be making videos on my life because I was like going to the gym, partying, living like this, like the aesthetic lifestyle where you've got muscles, but you're also getting girls and whatever. So then this was always in my mind, as it probably is for you as well. How can I make money online in a business where I don't have to work some fucking bullshit 9 to 5 job? And you've probably known it already. You've seen so many people pop off with content, but you kind of understand, okay, I can post social media content and I can blow up. But how do you even fucking make money from that? Like, what can you actually sell? What does the business look like? And it's selling community, where basically, I think I actually put this. Yeah, right here. I'll teach you this first. Basically, what you'll do is you'll grow a following about a certain way of life, following from like social media, right? So you're posting to YouTube, TikTok, whatever. And you're just kind of talking about your values like I do on my main channel, or like you might do in like a fitness video, or you might do it on like your diet, or you might do it on mental health, or whatever topic you're interested in. You'll grow a following, like an audience who likes watching you, and then you'll sell basically access to a community in which they can get closer to each other, to you, and they can organize to meet each other. Basically, let me just show you one of mine right now. This one here, I only just made this 2 months ago, and you can see it makes me $56,000 a month. $56,000 a month it makes me. This isn't per year, this is per month. And this is basically like 100% profit. There's no really like expenses into this business model. So it makes me 56,000 fucking dollars a month. That's what I'm fucking talking about, right? That's fucking beautiful, right? And basically, the guys get access to a space where our values actually overlap a lot. Like if you join this type of program, and I'm not trying to sell you this one because this is like my self-improvement one, but if you're the type of guy who really likes my sort of self-improvement, masculine dating kind of content, and you end up joining this is the type of place where so they all basically just get access to each other in this private community, and then we've got like a bunch of courses, and it's super affordable to join. It's only $37 a month. Oh shit, to join. But each one of these courses, I used to sell for hundreds of dollars individually, and now they get access to all these. So it's like a nice place for these guys to join. They've got access to like a map where they can see where each other are, and this is like the future of entrepreneurship because you're selling something that is so vital to life that now more and more every few months, like the amount of people who want to buy something like this will keep increasing. This is a point that I made here actually was there is like a wellness wave right now, like a community wave. Do you know, just like a few years ago, there was no push for people to make friends. Everyone was just online. It was kind of weird to try and speak to new people. We all faced this, especially COVID really escalated this, right? So if everyone's social lives were looking like this, going down, then COVID happens, then everyone's social life died. What's interesting is our need for social life, was sky high through COVID, that now it's actually went way, way, way higher than it was before. For the people who are intelligent enough to ride this kind of community wave. You might not have been so far, no offense, you're probably still someone who just like sits at home with your parents all day and you just kind of go to the gym, then come back home. But most people are now, or a lot of people are now realizing that they actually do want community friends, especially mixing it with wellness at the same time, like, health. So wellness and social life used to be separated. Social life used to basically be always about alcohol and basically nightlife and being unhealthy. And wellness is almost the opposite of that, where it's something where you're going to sleep early, you're being healthy, you're going to the gym, whatever. It's like a bicep or something, right? And these didn't actually mix because social life for most people is basically degeneracy, right? Well, now they're actually mixed because entrepreneurs are selling community. An entrepreneur will make a gym which is literally made to help people to make friends. Like the gym I go to in Bali is set so specifically in a way that it's so easy to talk to people. Like it's such a hot spot of like happy social people that now it's like the gym. So it's, it's wellness. It's like a happy place. That's supposed to be a bicep. But it's also, there's lots of people there as well who are all happy and everything. So today, for example, I went to the gym at 9 a.m. Guess what time I left? Go on, guess. What if you got to the gym at 9 a.m., what time are you going to leave? Like 10:30, 11, 12, right? I left at 1:45 p.m. because I was literally in conversations. Like after my workout, and in my workout as well, I had a few conversations. But after my workout at about maybe, 10:30, I finished it. I literally had hours of speaking to people there because in the outside bit, it's Bali, it's like a paradise kind of island, so it's warm and whatever. And even though it was raining a bit as well, but outside, you just kind of stand next to the pool a little bit. You stand on the grass with some friends. Then you go into the sauna for 10 minutes. Then there's ice baths and there's showers. And then you sit in the restaurant for a second. And you go back over there because one guy's there. You've just ordered a drink. Everyone's laughing, standing, showing each other like, oh, did you see this thing? Whatever. I left at 1:45 p.m. because an entrepreneur was smart enough to make this place, which usually is like a place of health, which is the gym, but has turned it into like a social life. This gym that I go to, they literally do like daytime sober club, like parties basically, where they'll bring like a DJ, they'll move everything and people just dancing and stuff. But in the daytime, like, so no one's sleep is disturbed and no one's drinking alcohol. Like, you get my point? It's like, that's a very new age thing, right? For the last like 50, 100 years, the only times you'd really socialize with most people was just if you wanted to go to the bars and pubs in UK. Well, in UK, yeah, we go to pubs and shit. But if you just wanted to do these things, or you go out to the parties, whatever, and everyone's vaping and they're all subhuman little Jeffreys, and you don't really want to mix with these like demons of the night, these goblins of the night. Well, now there's actually quite a lot of people who realize, yeah, like that's the way I used to socialize, but I was so unhealthy and I was kind of fat at the same time, and I don't even like that. Now it's people are realizing like, oh yeah, like I'd rather mix the social life with the health. The reason why I'm telling you this weird concept is because if you're watching this and the word community kind of hit you in some ways and you're thinking like, wait, I could sell a community, I could, lead a community. Chances are your community would probably be somewhat health related. Maybe not directly, but it'd probably be somewhat, what might be the better term is called wellness. That's what I would say is the future. This is like the step-by-step plan for you. Step number one, find out your interests. You probably know this already. Okay, you really like weightlifting, or maybe you like calisthenics, right? Which one, right? Maybe you like running, maybe you like Stairmaster, maybe you like mobility, maybe you don't, right? So you already know these. A lot of fucking guys say this all the time, like, oh, I don't know any interest, I don't know. It's like, shut the fuck up. Are you a fucking are you a subhuman little maniac that you can't even just look at your fucking calendar and say, oh, well, clearly I'm interested in weightlifting because I do weightlifting. Clearly I'm interested in running because I do running. Like, it's like some people will say this, oh, but I don't have any interest. It's like, no, motherfucker, what are you spending your time on? You do have interest, right? All the shit you watch. Let's say you're just a content consumer, but you consume like MMA content. So that's one of your fucking interests, right? So like we all have interest. Don't be a little maniac, little subhuman who says like, no, I don't have any interest. Yes, you fucking do. So one, you get to know your interests, you develop them, but then two, you start posting content about your interests, just showing your values. Have you noticed how in this video I've swore at you like fucking 10 times? Because this is the way I speak to me and with my friends. I'm hyping people up. I'm saying like, yeah, stop being a fucking pussy, whatever. So you're posting content about the topics that you are of interest in, but with your own personality. And that's very important. You're not copying anyone's personality, not mine. You're just posting with your real personality. When you post content, you will grow a following. You'll get followers on TikTok, Instagram. You'll get subscribers on YouTube. Then eventually you will sell access to a private, a paid community. And that's probably now the last part, which you don't really understand. If you followed along so far, you can understand interest. Okay, you get that, sweet. You understand posting content. Okay, you get that, sweet. You understand, okay, when you post content, you'll get some followers. When you make good content, okay, sweet. This is the last thing. Okay, well, what the fuck does selling a community actually look like? Well, there's actually tons of websites these days that makes it super easy. This is the one I use, school.com. It's the one I've used for fucking years. And basically, it just makes it that you can make a new little school page, make it so this one is $37 a month, and it's like the sales page is just basically made in like 10 minutes. And then people can pay $37 a month to get access inside, where they can get these courses and they get access to the community where I'll answer some questions, and they'll see each other in there. And then there's the map. So there's guys who've like met each other through this map. They can message each other when you click. I won't show you, but like you can click on each individual profile, and then you can see like, okay, if I live in Manchester, which is close to where I live at home, I can literally see like who lives in the same city as me and message them and say like, hey, do you want to go to the city center tomorrow? I saw you're in the community. Fuck it, let's go do a workout together. There's guys who are literally traveling with each other because of this feature, right? So they message each other, and now they've started traveling. They're living together. They're sharing an Airbnb together. In March, I did a kickboxing fight in Bali. And like 30 guys, 40 guys flew out to come watch me, and they all like basically knew each other from these programs. So imagine like that experience where 40 guys around the world flew out to Bali to watch me do a kickboxing fight, and they all lived together. Like they were all sharing like villas together because they joined this program, because they basically got someone to like travel with, to live with, and someone who has similar values to them. The age of making friends with people who go to your school and who are in your geographical area is kind of like outdated. Now people are realizing the better way to make friends is online with people who share the same values as you. It's better for you to have an online friend of someone who shares the same values as you. Like, for example, if you've watched me for a long time, let's say they've watched me for a long time, so you understand each other's humor. You can, you make a joke and they actually get it, compared to you kind of dampening down the real you. Compared to you just being friends with someone who like lives next to you, but then he doesn't, like, he's a fucking little Jeffrey little retard, and he's popping like fucking zins in his fucking mouth, like nicotine patches or some shit. It's fucking weird, right? So if you're this type of guy, you'd join this community and be like, oh shit, there's like almost 2,000 guys here who are like similar to me, and they're talking about things that I'm actually interested in. Like, that's fucking so cool. That's like so cool. You start messaging these guys, and this is why it's such a beautiful product to sell, and it's so easy for you to make, because when you have the following, like this is the thing, right? You're wondering, okay, but what the fuck does it actually mean? Look, when you've got the following and you've already been posting some content, you know what happens when you set up a paid community? Let's say you make yours like $37 a month, right? I promise you, it takes like 1 hour to set it up. Literally, it's just some website stuff. You don't have to do it right now, but you'd literally just go make like a new community. You put in some details and stuff, and it's like, okay, you make the name, whatever, and that's it. You've got the link. You share the link to your audience. Tell them to join. What's beautiful is when people join this community, they're the ones who kind of form it. Like a lot of the work is kind of done of the members itself because you're selling the community. Think about it. Like before, if you needed to sell a product as an entrepreneur, let's say we're selling like this box, we're selling some physical product. You had to design it, you had to manufacture it, you had to deal with the delivery and the taxes and make sure it gets to the customer and all the systems and everything and make sure it's, it serves the product wherever. This was the old way where you'd sell a product. When you are literally selling the community, basically you're selling the members to each other. Do you see how that's a fucking superpower? The value isn't off the sort of product that you make, but rather the following, the community that you make based on your own values. Does that make sense? So think about it. My community, you could imagine, is like it's a community of like hardworking, tight knit, supportive kind of guys who will hold each other accountable and not allow any guy to be like a pussy, otherwise they get called out. That means that the content that I've posted and the community that I've formed is kind of valuable because a guy will join when he's not like doing so well in his self improvement, and guys will call him out and he'll be held to a higher standard, which is so valuable. And if there's a guy who's already at a higher level, he'll join and he'll be a bit of like a leader in there, and he'll be helping others and he'll get like a feeling of status and power, which will be so helpful for him to boost his self-esteem. Do you see how that's such an easy thing? Before, you had to create like this magnificent, shiny little thing to sell, and it had to be perfect. Nowadays, you can just sell the members basically to each other, and you're just connecting them inside of your place, your community, your platform. So you can use websites like School, you can use websites like WOP to make these. Even Kajabi has one now. But the biggest thing is not really making it. The biggest thing is getting the following first, which obviously you're going to have to be posting content for. When you do this, and you've been posting content, you've got some followers, you've got, let's say, 1K followers, 5K followers, you've got 10K followers, and then you send them to like whatever website you're using to host this, it's literally the easiest product that's ever been known for you to sell. And I can't believe how much money you can make from this. And also in a weird way, like how impactful this actually is. Like you can be another guy selling a fucking like, just some bullshit that everyone sell, like every entrepreneur sold or whatever. You're just trying to get a profit margin. Oh yeah, we've got a 10% profit margin on this thing. It's not like you actually give a fuck about it. You're just, oh, we can profit 20% if we sell this product that I don't give a fuck about. Now it's like you profit money from having a community that's valuable for people to join. How fucking beautiful is that? You're getting paid to basically be friends and have conversations you would anyway. Like I always laugh when people ask me about this business that I'm in and I make so much money. I make like $1 million a year, right? I always kind of laugh because I'm like, I'd be doing this shit for free. I can't believe people fucking pay me for this stuff. I am doing this shit for free, right? I literally have been doing this shit for free for like 5-6 years straight. Just like anytime I speak to a guy, I'm always like the guy who's kind of hyping them up, saying, stop being a fucking pussy, like you can push more weight, whatever. I'd be doing this shit for free. These are conversations that I would literally be having. Like you would be having those conversations anyway. You would literally like to be friends with the people who are like joining your community because they've got the same values as you. And now you're telling me that you can get rich at the same time. Is that not insane? Like you should be smiling like fucking crazy. Like this is like the best opportunity I have ever heard of in my life for making money. Post content and sell access to the community in and of itself. So the basic steps are there. You understand them. Okay, so you're going to know your interests. Then you're going to post some content. Then with the content you'll get some followers, and then you're just going to sell the community like that. Okay, sweet. That's the basic steps. If you need help getting this started with the content and whatever, then the link in the description is my program, the ECC program, where I basically help you to become like an educational content creator just like me. I will give you a few more bits of advice in this video though, because I've told you the basic things. Like this entire video has been me yapping basically to just say, yeah, as always, guys, post some fucking content and grow an audience. Oh, it's nothing new. But I want to teach you something new, which is all about community itself. I've got to be careful here because obviously a lot of my competitors watch my videos and this is going to be me exposing some secrets. If you are a successful entrepreneur, maybe message me on Instagram and I might decide to help you for like 10K or something. But I usually don't do like high ticket work anyway. I like just helping my actual boys, not like other fucking entrepreneurs. But I'm going to help you with community and I'm going to give you some like philosophy with this instead of some specific tactics. So most likely you haven't started this just yet. Basically, you've just got to make your community be valuable. Valuable. Is that how you spell valuable? Valuable, yeah. if you have a valuable community, and a community is just a group of people who share similar values, right? Who have come together. If it's a valuable community, more and more people will want to join. That's it. If you do this, if you just have a community through posting content and you make sure that it's valuable for people who join, then people will join just because of the fact that you've got the members in there that are valuable. So there's a few things you can do for this. Number one, and probably most important, charge. You don't have to charge extremely expensive prices, but I would say, let me just take that last bit off. You have to charge at least $1. If the community is for free, the problem is you'll just get people who don't really give a fuck. You'll get people who randomly spam. You'll get like literally 100, maybe 1,000 times more bots and spammers and whatever in a free community compared to like a $1 or even more, like $10, $100 community. And so basically, if you have a free community, the value of the community is not so good. Like imagine there's a gym in your hometown, right? Like what your gym, for example, right? Imagine your gym, you probably pay like what, $10 to $50 a month or something, right? And imagine it's like pretty standard, right? Imagine one day you got an email from the owner and he said, "Hey, we've made the gym for free now." You'd be thinking, "Oh, that's kind of cool. Oh, free. Okay, I saved this much," right? You'd be thinking that because you're not that intelligent. An intelligent person would see that and be like, "Oh, fuck, man, I'm going to have to change gyms." Why? You didn't think that, did you? Why? Why would you be happy with like, "Oh, it's for free"? Why wouldn't a guy who's more intelligent than you be pissed off that his gym's just been made for free? Because he knows he's going to go there the next day and there's going to be piss all over the toilet that's now not going to be cleaned. Someone's going to leave a dumbbell on the floor and no one's going to put it back. If the gym is for free, well, now there's not going to be any of the gym attendants putting it back. Let's say that the mirror against the wall slightly smashes in one area where one guy dropped a dumbbell and it kind of cracked into the mirror. And it's not going to be fixed. Every workout you go, you're going to keep seeing that crack get worse and worse. And one day you're going to go in, it's going to be all over. You'll be asking like, "Oh shit, what happened to the mirror? I can't even barely even see myself anymore." Every day you go in, there's a fucking massive turd, there's piss, like fucking, just a pubes on the fucking toilet seat, right? Why? Because it's fucking free. Since it's free, worse people come in who aren't invested. They're just, damaging it. They don't give a fuck. But also, since it's free, the gym owner can't pay the sort of staff to clean it up and to keep it good. So what seemed like a great update, "Oh, my gym's free, I saved $10, is now your worst nightmare. And you'd be thinking, "Oh, well, this sucks. I am going to go somewhere else." Think about it. You wouldn't want to actually go to a free gym because it would get disgusting after a little while, right? Because by nature of it being free, they can't afford to have cleaners come in and do all that shit, right? So then you'd literally be looking for a new place where you can go spend the $10 to $50 you're doing anyway, because you're a higher tier person than the type of person who's looking for like a free gym. Especially if we're talking about, one of these like public inner city gyms. Of course, there's like some of those like free like calisthenic parks where there's just a fucking bar. Yeah, sure, that's a bit different. But yeah, like an actual gym which has got facilities, it's got a toilet, it's got all the machines which have the nature to like break down, and you need to pay some technician to come in and fix them. You'd actually wouldn't want it to be free, right? Now, how about you put it the other way around? How about right now you only pay $10 to $50? How about if I told you that there's a gym in your hometown which is like 5 or 10 times more than you pay? Let's say it's like $200 a month. What do you think that gym's going to be like? Now, you might be thinking, "Oh, well, that's a ripoff and, it's not going to be worth it. My gym's wholesome, whatever." But just think about it. Do you think the people in there are going to be the same quality, the same kind of characteristics and values and hard work ethic and whatever and success levels as your current gym? No, of course not. They're going to be at the next level. So something inspiring for you is to look at that gym which is more expensive and to think, I might actually upgrade there when I can afford it. Why would you do that? Because an entrepreneur was smart enough to create a higher quality, more valuable community that you want to pay for. The single most important thing in terms of a value of a community is the price. If it's for free, most of the time it is going to be a low quality community. It's just going to be like, and it can still be great, it can still be like a free community, which is quite nice. And there's moderators and, the entrepreneur is like, he's operating it at a loss and it's not terrible, but you get one point. But when it's paid, when the entrepreneur makes money from it, let's say my price is $37 a month. When the entrepreneur makes money for it, then he can hire staff and the quality goes up. Then the people who join, who pay, are always higher quality than the people who join for free. This is one of the brutal sort of facts of entrepreneurship. People who want your stuff for free are always just lower quality people. Like, they're literally worse human beings than the type of people who pay for stuff. It's just the truth. It's literally such a brutal fact, but it's the truth. So you want to be charging for stuff, right? So, and also the how much you charge will also impact it. So if you charge just $1 compared to 1,000, you can imagine the people inside would be different. You don't want it to be crazy, so it's not even worth it at that point. It's just silly, for example. But you don't want to charge so little that it's still not bringing in the right kind of people. So for me, for example, for like a mass sort of self-improvement for young men product, $37 a month is pretty nice. I have my my business community, which is way more expensive. It's $250 a month. So that way, the guys who join my ECC program, which is like if you want to be a content creator and you want me to like look at your YouTube channel and tell you what videos to post and everything, it's way more expensive because that's a fucking decent price to get people's investment, which means that everyone who joins is actually serious about the journey. They want to be good students. They want to show up to the calls. They're taking notes and everything. So that's one of the first things you can do to increase the value of a community is make sure you charge and then charge even more as well. But then it's also all about the owner. The leader is a better word, actually. A community is 99% about the leader and 1% basically just like in and off each other. Maybe even more. Maybe it's like 90-10 to be honest, but it's mostly all about the leader because the leader is the one who forms the values of the entire group. So ask yourself, okay, well, what kind of leader do you need to be the kind of guy who people would like, the kind of people you want to join your community. So you've got this community you want to form right now. Let's say the interest is in people who take their sleep really seriously. Let's say that's like one of your like super high interests. You love like sleeping and reading research on it, and you think it's so important. It's like your mission to help people get more sleep. You post a lot of content about sleep. You've blown up. You've got like, let's say, not even blown up. Let's say you got like 10K followers after like a year, right? 10K followers. Nothing crazy. That's very achievable. 10,000 followers. Some people get that in their first month, right? So 10,000 followers in a year. So there's some luck involved, some discipline, but you're doing pretty good. Then you eventually funnel people to a sleep community where it's like $99, where we all trade like strategies on how to improve sleep. And it's a community of people who like, they're talking about like, oh yeah, I've had to miss this event because I'm just staying so consistent in my sleep, whatever. People are like, speaking to each other and it's like, oh, it's so nice to be around people who understand me. Like, we all go to sleep so early here. We keep sleep sacred. Whereas all my friends, they go out for dinner at like fucking 8 p.m. It's like I'm in bed at 8. I can't believe people go out like that, whatever. And then it's all about like, okay, well, what is your values? How are you showing up? How serious are you in that area? So in the area of sleep, like you don't have to be the ultimate best person, but often you want to be like sort of higher status and higher up than your own followers. You post shit that's motivational. You tell stories. You recognize the students, the community members who are doing really well. One community member's been struggling on a problem for ages that you keep noticing they post about. And then when they post a win saying, oh, I fixed that problem, you're in there commenting saying, oh my God, that's so good. I'm so happy for you. You pin the comment or pin the post to the top of the page, whatever. So you're giving recognition to people who are working really hard on their sleep. Then when there's someone who comes in and their attitude's not right, you have to take control and to see, okay, what should you do with this guy who's kind of shitting on, the sort of values that you've got here. It's the leadership skills of the owner of the community that very much changes the whole sort of vibe of the members. And if you've got a good vibe inside, the members will just keep staying inside and constantly just paying whatever you're charging. 37 a month is my price, yeah. So just ask yourself, okay, well, what kind of leader do you need to be? And I really like the term leader because a lot of people use the term like, okay, YouTuber, TikToker, whatever. But if you're watching this and if this is the way you do want to monetize, I would urge you, don't really think yourself as like one of these influencers because, like the term influencer is so cringe. It's so kind of like bastardized today. Even YouTuber, TikToker, this refers more to like Mr. Beast, girls who are fucking dancing, little corn fucking posters, right? But instead, when you see yourself as a leader for people in your community, you'll realize like, yeah, you're posting content, but you're not one of these like influencer clowns who are like barking at the camera, being loud for just to get views. You are a leader of your people, of your community. And so you literally think, okay, well, who do I need to be? How do I need to behave so that people in my community will respect me and they'll really appreciate the message that I'm giving out? Just ask yourself that. And, the counterpoint to this, I'll just say, is you can definitely go too extreme on one way, where if you go too extreme as a leader, you can actually get what's called audience capture, which is basically you've changed yourself so much for your followers that you've almost lost the real you. So that's like too extreme, right? But then too lenient is basically you're not even a leader. You're just like fucking, you're not even thinking about the community, and you've just got like a dead community here, basically. So you've got to find like the sort of balance where you can be a great leader, you can really care about your community, but in a way that's still actually authentic to you, and you're not just getting captured by the audience, you're not just fucking randomly changing yourself, whatever. If you can do that, if you can literally have like a sort of close assessment of your community, of the culture of your space, of the topic you talk about a lot. Like it might be sleep for you, it's self-improvement or men's issues. For me, it might be like fitness for another guy. You stay close to the bleeding heart of the culture, and you just be the best leader you possibly can by asking them, the way you need to show up, and giving your followers hope and treating them with respect, reading books like How to Win Friends and Influence People, the last chapter. The way last section of it is how to like influence people. There's a few chapters in here which obviously are just like I've got like a love-hate relationship with this book, but the last chapter on leadership is actually pretty good. So you read the last chapter, you read who's that military guy? Jocko Willink. He makes books on leadership. You read these types of guys, and you just be the best leader you can. If you do that, you will grow a following of people who would happily join your paid community. And when they join, basically other people will join because of the fact that they join, and they just want to join a community of people who are like them. What this means is basically your full-time job will just be post content. That's it. You just think of like what your community need. Like the reason why I've made this video today is because a lot of guys in my community need to learn how to make money online, and they're just kind of stopping because it's not really that clear. Like, how do you actually make money online? So I've just thought of this idea today, and I was like, oh yeah, let me just explain to you like how the sort of community model actually works. Let me just talk for 10, 20, 30 minutes on like, yeah, what it's like actually selling community as a product. I really hope you'll consider this, because I genuinely believe this space is fucking climbing. Do you remember a few years ago there was like no such thing as like run clubs and like all these like wellness health clubs? Like, the gym I go to is more of like a health club, right? They were kind of like smaller. There was some, but it wasn't anywhere near to the level. And also the ones that, the clubs, whatever, that have been here, they were nowhere near as good as helping people socialize as they are now. Like, you can imagine there's some random health clubs in your city that like middle-aged people go to, but then no one's really being that social, and they're just going there just because it's like the gym basically that, is closer to their workplace or something. But now, like, more and more, there's like wellness centers, which have literally made it so easy for people to mix with each other because they're selling more of a community. In fact, like where I live, it's like people will literally tell you the same thing. Like, of all the gyms in Bali, people already like I speak to so many people who say the same thing of like, oh yeah, this gym is all about the community. Oh yeah, this gym's got the better weights. Everyone keeps saying the same thing. So it's like there's gyms that are monetizing community. There's gyms that monetize having like the best equipment. The gym I go to has got shit equipment. Like, the gym is fucking tiny in there, and yet I've got a smile on my face, and I'm still making gains because you can make gains with a fucking barbell and with dumbbells. So you don't go to a place like this because it's got the best kind of features. You go just because of the people. I think this is the biggest thing I wanted to just pass on to you. More and more every year, we're all realizing the value of people. We had those dark days in COVID when everyone was all isolated and social skills went down and it was all just shit, whatever. And just more and more, we're all coming out of that and just thinking like, yeah, it's fucking awesome having like a social life, right? If you're the guy who's watched this entire video, I guarantee you'd mix well with this kind of like wellness culture. And you being the person who sells that, you being the person who basically is selling like social life as a product, is fucking sick. It's so fulfilling. Like you could be selling anything. There's girls who are selling like fucking OnlyFans and all this bullshit. You can be the person who's basically just selling a community. And also it gives you so much purpose because you feel like these people who are in your community, they're like your people. And you're literally thinking like, yeah, how can I help them more? What do they need from me? Look at this one guy. Let me connect with him. He needs my help right now. And it's like, bro, that's fucking beautiful. This is shit you'd probably be doing for free. And now you're getting paid for it. So I urge you, bro, start now if you haven't already. Post content about the things you're interested in. Don't overthink it, please. I know that so many guys overthink it. Just post content on the things you're interested in, similar to the kind of content that you've watched from people that you like, and then after a while you'll get your own sort of personality. And if you need help with this, bro, just consider. I know you've got to buy something for this, but just consider joining my program. I swear to God, my program's really fucking good at getting people results at this, the content game. In fact, let me just show you something quickly. This is my business program, this one, right? So there's like a business course in here, like step by step, how to set up the business model, like how to sell the community that we're talking about. But also, just have a look at this. Look at how many fucking guys, and some of these are from days ago, but just look, I was scrolling down before, and look how many guys are posting about getting sales recently. And it's like, it's fucking hype, man. It's so hype seeing these guys, and like, look, this is the community we've got in here, right? So what you're seeing right now is my community about guys who want to do this business model, but it's a community in and of itself. So guys join, and they join to make money, but they also stay because of the idea of like, they love being in a community of guys who are actually like serious. Like this guy's asking like, oh, hey, who wants to move to Bali together? It's like, it's fucking cool, right? So we get guys who join, who just want to learn like how to make money in this business model. And you'll see that there's tons of guys who are writing like, oh, I've been making money. Oh, another sale, took action. Okay, it's got this, hit this many, got this sale, whatever. It's like fucking awesome to see that. So the next win inside of here can be you. Top link in the description if you want to join. I personally go on calls every Sunday, and I literally look at the community members, YouTube channels, videos, and I give you advice, which is so valuable for the price that you pay, bro. It's a fucking steal that what we've got here. Plus, you get the full step-by-step course as well that you can learn like at any time, 24/7 as well. So if you're interested, top link in the description. Do the hard work, especially when you don't feel like it.